Oh, hallelujah. Oh, come on, God, you're worthy to be praised. When your glory shows up.
What's up, fam? This is Jemiah James. I'm here to do another 5-minute fill-up. We're going to be discussing today 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, starting at the 15th verse. So let's dive in. So there was a king of Aram who was at war against Israel. And for the likes of him, he couldn't understand why Israel was always 3 steps ahead of him. I mean, every time he wanted to set up camp, every time he wanted to strike, Israel knew about it beforehand. And that's because the prophet Elisha was giving words from God to the king of Israel that unveiled the plans and the plots of his enemies. And so the king of Israel always knew how to adjust accordingly to his enemies. I'm not going there because that's not what I'm here to talk about. So the king of Aram was enraged that it kept happening. Once he caught wind that it was the prophet Elisha, he decides to send an entire army to go and capture him. He sends them by night to the city of Dothan. And this is where verse 15 picks up at the next morning. So I'll be reading from the New American Standard Bible as well. So it says, "Now when the attendant of the man of God had risen early and gone out, behold, an army with horses and chariots was circling the city. And his servant said to him, Alas, my master, what shall we do? So he answered, Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those that are with them. Then Elisha prayed and said, O Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha." So I believe I'm here to speak briefly to visionaries. I believe this is partly for you. We have people, whatever the case may be, we have people under us. And we don't always see eye to eye. But I want to let you know that it's not our job to become frustrated with those who don't see as we do. And this passage makes that clear. Our job is to help those who are under us see what we see. This is what Elisha does. Elisha's servant came to him out of panic, out of fear, out of what he saw going on around him, the problems that were going on around him. Elisha then, he comforts his servant. He says, "Fear not." And then he encourages him to let him know that everything's going to be okay. He tells them, "Fear not, because those that are with us are more than those that are with them." And then after he comforted him, after he encouraged him, he prayed for him. He said, "Lord, open his eyes that he may see." And then the Lord opened his eyes. So when people come to us saying that they don't understand how this is going to work, or they don't understand how this is going to happen, encourage them. Pray for them and comfort them. Because in the end, after you pray for them, God will provide that little piece of clarity they need to keep going. So don't get frustrated with people who don't see as you do. Help them see. And for those of you who feel overwhelmed, for those of you who feel like you can't go on, there is an army of protection that's greater than any amount of problems you can face. Our Father and our God, we bless you. We give you praise, honor, and glory.
Oh, hallelujah. Oh, come on, God, you're worthy to be praised. When your glory shows up.